everyone. It's Susan Kennedy here, broadcasting from the Gold Coast in Australia. Very, very windy day. Always look out there because that's my window out there. And actually, I've got some gardeners out there working today, so hopefully it's not too noisy. But look, today I'm going to have a little bit of a chat before I take my first two callers, as I usually do. So today, the things that Spirit want me to talk about are why we do the work we do, as in why do I do what I do, and why do people, want to develop psychic insight or mediumship, for that matter. Everybody thinks it's this amazing, amazing thing, and it is. But what's the benefit of it, and why do people really, why they're so interested in it? Well, I teach a class, I teach online, but I also teach face-to-face. I was talking to my students last night about how so much from the past influences what we do today. And you see, for all of us, I believe that we're here to be the best versions of ourselves. That means to find love, to find happiness, to find amazing fulfillment through our work and through our contribution to society. And you see, the thing that stops us is all the things that have ever happened or not happened in our past. And sometimes that's playing out now because that's what stops us creating an amazing future. So the whole idea is to be able to get to a point where your insight is strong enough so that you can recognize what happened in your past and you can find the blessings in it, because there always were blessings. There were always things that, as hard as your life may have been and as difficult as my life has been, there's always blessings. There are always amazing things that have happened because of what happened to you. Well, there goes the gardener. So I live in a block of apartments, so I don't have any control over this. So I do hope you can't hear it. And Dave, my producer, will let me know in a minute. But anyway, yeah, so just saying, it's really about accepting the amazing blessings that your life has provided for you, because your life is really your opportunity to realize what a great person you are and what a creator you are. So if you've had a lot of roadblocks along the way, that's so you can find out how absolutely amazing you are and how strong you can be when you overcome those roadblocks. And your job is not to give up. Your job is to, get insight from people like myself and from yourself, so that then you can live a life that's full of joy and fulfilled, and then you can start to do things for other people. But you really need to understand, how much your past does play out in your present, because it will influence the way you think about the future. And the future, from where I sit at the moment, is an amazing space that's filled with every possibility. And once we start to understand that we are the creators, that we can make things happen, life's just a smorgasbord. It's really just, how do I get to where I need to go? How do I do what I need to do? So I hope that helps, because, I always know when I do my little intro that often we wonder why we feel the way we feel at certain times. And sometimes something really amazing could have happened to you, but yet you still feel disappointed, or you still feel like you've got second place, even though there's been something amazing that's happened. But when you look at the past, it will give you the clues to why you're feeling the way you feel, and then you can understand it, let it go, and move forward to the future. Okay, so I've got a beautiful lady outside my window who's cutting all the hedges. Amazing. So now I've got Jenny in Des Moines, Iowa. Hello, Jenny. That sort of thing I might have read for you before, but maybe not. How are you, Jenny?
You have read for me before.
Wow, how good am I? I've been doing this for 2 years, and I just went,
Good job.
I think I've read for you before. How amazing. How was it the last time?
It was good. Yeah, it was good, and it was pretty much dead on. So that's why I'm calling again.
Awesome. Okay, Jenny, so how can I help you today? Wow, that's the first time that's happened. That's incredible. Yeah.
It's amazing that you remember that. Well, the reason that I'm calling is, Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay, good. Is that I'm kind of at a crossroads in my life. I'm kind of midlife. And 2018 for me, I've decided it's kind of just a year of self-transformation and just really getting rid of negativity and just really lots of growth. My children are all raised, and so I'm really focusing on myself and my careers. And I kind of just it's kind of an extension of what we've talked about before. I want to see what you're seeing in that area as far as growth for me, professionally, but also individually.
Okay. So, Jenny, I'm not sure if it's you, but I keep hearing almost as though you're touching your phone. So I don't know whether you've got it up to your ear, but I can just keep hearing like you're pressing the buttons. So,
oh, sorry. No, I'm not.
No. Oh, okay, it might be me then. There's just some beeping going on in my ear, which is a bit weird. So what's that mean? It can mean that we're stuck on something. So I feel for you. I mean, everything I see says that this year you're bang on target with what you're here to do. And the feeling that I have is it's just I'm stepping into a new area of doing things. It's like I've got a new baby and I've got to learn how to deal with it. So I really feel as though I'm, I need to sort of step back from the fear of it for a little bit. And I feel as though I just need to step back and look at what it is that I really am passionate about and what I want to create. My sense is that you're creating, so you must work as a healer or a medium, is that right?
I don't. I have that kind of tendency. I don't.
Okay.
But that's a lot. That's been a lot of my life. But that's not what I do professionally.
Okay, all right. So let me just see, because the thing I see around you this year is, like you said, it's that personal transformation. But I feel as though I'm delegating a lot more, which is giving me time to focus more on creating what I want. So I don't know whether you're involved in graphic arts or, what's your actual work? Because for what I see in my mind, I need to make sense of it. What do you do?
What I do, I have two businesses. One is a kind of a e-commerce business where it's a lot of internet sales. The other one, I have a business partner, and we work directly with individuals, with people who have disabilities, and lots of people. And so I come in contact with hundreds of people, on a weekly basis.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing, I'll just go back to what I was saying then, because it always makes sense when I see it. So I know that I have to start to delegate more, and that feels in the e-commerce business. It feels I have to actually look at ways I can automate more, delegate more, so that it gives me more time to focus on the thing that I enjoy. And what do I see? God, I'm so sorry. I've just got all this noise in the background, which is really distracting me.
That's so weird.
Yeah, no, it's not you. This is me here. I've got someone outside that's actually doing gardening, so you can't hear it. Is what I'm being. Yeah. You can't hear it. So I'm going to stay with you as long as I need to till I get the answers on this, because I'm just struggling a little bit. So Jenny, give me your date of birth again, please.
Okay, so my date of birth is August 3rd of 1968.
Yeah, okay. The 10, 18, 24, 25, 27, 27, 35, 8, 9, 10, 11 is 2. So, this year is about you putting more foundation into things in your life. So, putting things where they need to be. I do feel as though with those two businesses, there needs to be very much a divide between them both, so that my energy isn't sort of in one and then in the other. And I'm not even sure whether you're looking at letting one of them go, but this year is certainly about putting foundation in it. And I just keep seeing this divide for the two, so that I don't, I'm not scattering my energy between the two of them, because I think what I see with you is it's difficult to focus on both.
Right. And I've actually been fine-tuning that divide and trying to really be okay with knowing that I can do them both successfully and do them both well, and feel good about the one when I'm doing that, and the other when I'm doing the other.
Yeah, and I feel that you can, and in a way you've got to let go of the idea of being all things to all people in both businesses. So it's almost as though I can put 75% of my energy into one and 25% of my energy into another. And that still does what I need it to do. But I do feel you're quite exhausted at the moment. I've been saying that to everybody this year, but I see it in my mind when I'm talking to you. So I feel that exhaustion, and I also have this sense of I need some tender, loving touch. I feel like I need massage. I need some help to get through this particular time. But because the other thing I'm seeing is closer connection with relationship with you this year as well. So that if there isn't relationship there, this is bringing it in. But there needs to be room for it. And it's as though what I'm seeing is there is this much closer physical connection with relationship this year. So I feel like you're doing really well in your business. And the transformation is more on how can I do both and do them well.
Right.
And really, I feel that you are on track with what you're doing. Everything shows me that there's abundance around you, so I get the abundance card in the reading. So I know there's that. There's a part of clinging to the past as well. So it's about needing to let go of some aspect of myself. And I feel for you that one of the things I get is you take it very personally. That part where you've got people, the individuals with disability, do you actually train people that work with those or something? Is that how it is?
Right, we do. We have staff that work with our disabilities, and that's really funny because that's been a struggle with me learning not to take things personally, right, and have my feelings hurt.
Yeah. Well, you're super sensitive, which is a beautiful thing, because that's part of your, in your numbers, you've got the 3 of sensitivity and entrepreneurship, and you've got the 8, which 8s are really, really good in business, good at juggling things. But this year is about putting foundation, form, and hard work so that you can shut the door at the end of the day and let everything go. Because the biggest thing is, I feel like financially you are successful. I feel as though you're someone that, you've got such an open heart, but really people take energy from you. And so this is your thing this year is boundaries, putting strong processes and systems in place. And really, it does feel like there is somehow a 75-25% division of time, but having that clear division between it. But at the end of the day, finding some time for Jenny. And
right.
Yeah. And again, I really feel I want to bring partner into the picture so that there is, this closer connection this year is how it feels.
When you say partner, I just want to clarify. I have a husband who is amazing, and I love him, and he's super and awesome and all that. But it's my business partner and I had a hard year last year. And this year are just really working on being more connected, and and it's been kind of just an amazing explosion of growth in the last just couple of months. And so I feel, and we've been able to actually diagram our business plan for the year, and but she's almost kind of like a soul sister to me too, and so that's just been a hard thing for me to try to wrap my brain around, and so it's actually kind of been in tears when you've been talking because you just nailed it completely and just affirmed everything that I thought.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'm so pleased. And you know what? When you came up, I didn't I don't remember the reading. I do now when you said about the 2 businesses, but I just saw your name and I went, I'm sure I've read for you before. So there you go. Psychic Susan is working well. And look, I'm so pleased to have reconnected with you, and have a great, great day. And I wish you really well. You're going to have an amazing year. And that connection, with your partner is helping you to grow is what I feel. So you do really, really well and good work. Thank you so much, Jenny.
Thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Wow, that was amazing. That's first time that's happened, so interesting day. Now I've got Lauren in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Lauren, thanks for holding on. I had to take a little bit longer with that lady because I was being very distracted by my energy, but it's all gone outside now. How can I help you today, Lauren?
Hi. So can you hear me well?
I can hear you extremely well, thank you.
Okay, good. because the other guy said that he was having a hard time, and I'm like, I'm just on my phone in my kitchen.
Okay, I can hear you. I can see you too.
Okay, my question is on, I was dating a guy that seemed to go well for about 6 months, and then he got cold feet.
Yeah.
But he kept the friendship, and now he's totally backing off. And so that's my great question. Relationships.
Yeah. Okay, relationships. All right. So the thing I see is, look, I'm going to say I feel there's been a period of depression around you around this, but I feel that that's clearing because I see in my mind that there's been, my goodness, what's wrong with me? And this is what happens when we go into a relationship with other people. We can think it's about us. Yeah, and I know that that's affected you quite a bit. So the big thing to understand is that in relationships, when we start to go into that field of wanting to share our life, you'll be influenced by the way other people are with you. So what I'm seeing is that there has been a period of down and depression with you. And what I feel now is I'm just confused. It's like I don't know what's gone on with this person. And my feeling is that the person you were involved in, is a bit scared of commitment, scared of what relationship's all about. And I know that you're wondering, do you just cut the energy with this? Do you just cut this and start again? And my feeling is that is what needs to happen. Don't often say that to people, but my feeling is that this person just is, I feel them afraid and I feel them dealing with their own personal emotional stuff right now. Okay. So I feel, So, Lauren, if it's okay with you, could I just get your birthday, please?
Sure. January 2nd, 1964.
Oh, that's my daughter's birthday, but not that year. She's the 2nd of January too. So you're just a week after Christmas as well, 10, 20, 22, 23, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. Well, it's interesting because you're in a year, this year, it's about balance numerologically. It's about you choosing, and I feel that you have to choose yourself at the moment. And I feel that you've got a whole list of things that you still want to do. I feel as though there are things around my home I want to clear up. I feel like I want to pay attention to my dreams. And this is a year of freedom for you. You're in a number 5 year. So this year I feel that I'm going to do some traveling and focusing again on the things that I enjoy. Because I feel actually that you lose yourself in relationship. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
Yeah. And the whole idea is that when you're in relationship, you let go of everything else and that person's opinion becomes, the law. So there's a lot of hard work, I feel, this year to be done just in getting back to energy of fun, travel, my goals, my things I want to do. Because as I get back into that energy, then I feel as though things start to open up again for me with relationship. But my sense is I'm just having a little break from it, from the dating scene while I focus back on myself. I know that what I see is, and whenever I say this, it's not because I see that you're overweight, but I know that you focus on your weight. I just saw you standing on the scales and you're sort of judging your body quite a bit. So do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So this is about you not judging yourself and just getting back out. I feel as though I want to, get involved again in the things that I like that are physical activity. So I do feel that you don't do a lot of physical activity, and I feel that's the thing that will switch things for you, so that you feel better about yourself and about your body. But, if you're projecting that energy out there, then you sort of bring towards you someone that's also not confident in themselves. So I see this as a big year of transformation for you. So I've got these couple of cards if you come back and look at the replay. So this one here is all about hard work. It's number 4. It's the 4 of Wands. But in this, I use the Inner Child Tarot deck. And it just tells me it's about digging deep and it's about planting new seeds. I also see this one, which is transformation as well, around you, but also around what you do and your career. So I want to talk about that for a minute. Because they're all intertwined. When you look at things like relationship, everything's intertwined with how you feel about yourself and what you're doing with your life. And I do feel that at some, so I feel with you that the energy of work, I get a lot of people lean on you at work is how it feels. I think there's a lot of responsibility that you carry. Are you a nurse?
No, but I'm training nurses. I teach.
Okay, yeah. Oh, there you go. See, sometimes I just wonder how it all happens. But yeah, so I was just seeing you in that nursing energy, and I see people leaning on you. And that means, you know, that you take on a lot of responsibility about other people. And the idea is I feel I want to get back out now and do some things that really excite me out of work. So whether I've already done it, but I'm joining a dance class is what I feel. And I feel I'm also in some sort of book club, you know, where people discuss books and movies and that sort of thing. So I just see myself getting out more into different environments. But the relationship you were in, that person that you were with, I just get a big, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And when you can let go of something as well, as in let go of what did I do wrong, because my feeling is you know, I know that you didn't do anything wrong. Sometimes it's just this thing of where people are, because, you know, in our time of life, because I'm nearly the same age as you, there's almost an intensity that's not there when you're dating when you're younger. You understand what I mean by that, don't you?
I do.
It's, you know, when people are young, they go, oh, well, I'll go out with this person, doesn't matter, you know, we'll just see where it goes. But when we get to our age, there's this thing of, oh, my God, is this the one? Because I haven't got that much time, so I don't want to spend it with someone that is not quite 100%. So I see you doing that as well a little bit. And if I was to ask you, which I'm not going to because I know the answer in my mind, but if I was to ask you, did that person tick all of your boxes? The answer is no, he didn't. And so this is about not settling for you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about not settling. It's about loving yourself so much that the transformation that you go through this year brings you back to fun and freedom. And that in that space, then I feel as though, I actually feel you're going to meet somebody through your work anyway. So I don't feel was this person through your work that you were involved with?
No, actually it was quite by accident. I wasn't looking, and I was at a restaurant, and he met me, and then we started dating.
Wow, that's beautiful. So there's hope. There's hope for everyone. But I see the next relationship being the same way. It was almost as though I'm just going about doing my everyday stuff, but I'm feeling really good about myself. I'm feeling really amazing. And then, you know, another relationship comes. I don't feel it's that far away, but I feel that you have to do a little bit of work on letting go of the disappointment around the relationship. And I do feel that this person has a lot of trouble communicating with you. I don't know whether there's been hang-up phone calls or it's as though I go to ring but he doesn't. I just don't feel he gives you what you need as far as being someone that... Yeah.
He
doesn't communicate well, does he? No, he doesn't. And you need someone that does. You need someone that's going to love you, nurture you, value you, and is going to be open with their communication. And I do see that coming for you. But I know with this person, I just feel like they're too deep in their own things. And I sense with that person as well that they've been alone for quite some time before they met you. Feels like there was a big gap in relationship. And, you know, he's run scared. He's got a lot of work to do on himself. Still feel he's a really nice person. But to me at this time of life, it would be almost he'd have to do a complete 360 to come in and really be that kind of partner that you really want. And I can see you absolutely saying, yes, this is true. So it feels amazing. But when I look at you and your energy, so I'll just tell you a little bit about your numbers as well. So your number overall is a number 5, and you're in a number 5 year. And 5s are all about finding fun and freedom, but through discipline and focus. So this means I have to really pay attention to not working too hard and to giving myself time to relax, time to explore other options outside of work. And I feel that you're on the precipice of really bringing in lots of new friends into your life. because I know you're a bit of a homebody is what I see. If you don't have someone in your life, you tend to, you're comfortable at home. But sorry, when I say that as well, it's like I'm comfortable with my own company, which is great. And I do have good friends that I do go out with. But I just feel like I'm going to step out of my comfort zone this year, step out and do some things I haven't done before. And I do feel like I want to travel to Canada with you as well. So I don't know if that's on the cards, but I just get this feeling of I want to go to Canada. I feel like there's something calling me there. Yeah, and I feel it's something you've either been thinking about or, wanting to do. But I'm drawn to the falls there. Is it Niagara Falls? Are they in Canada?
Boundary Waters, Niagara Falls, all of that. Anything to do with nature. I used to be out in canoe and do all that a lot. I just haven't done it in a while.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just having so I just feel that I see you, getting into those things that you want to do, doing the travel, making your life the way you want it to be, and very much see that energy of I feel like I've got to get back in nature. If there's a calling for you to go to Canada soon, take it. Take these opportunities to make your life amazing. Yeah. Make your life amazing.
I have my Labrador Retriever came down with cancer, and so I've been much more homebodied than normal.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that does happen, and I do feel that you're, that there'll be a situation that changes for you this year. So, yeah, it's, you've got beautiful energy. I'll just say to you, trust in yourself. I just want to draw you an angel card around the relationship side of things because we're nearly out of time. Interesting, I get retreat. So the angel card is retreat. And it's a little bit what I said. It's retreat and start to think about yourself. Get yourself back into nature. Let emotion go. And really, step into that power of who you really are so that you attract in that person that enjoys that stuff that you enjoy. Yeah?
Okay. Thank you so much.
That's my pleasure. Thank you, Lauren. And they're my two readings for this week. So thank you, everyone. It's been a beautiful time and got through without the distractions outside. And look, it's been lovely. I hope you have an amazing week. Remember to count your blessings. And when you count your blessings about the past, it'll help you focus on what's going on now. When you focus on now, you're going to get so many realizations so that you can then share your joy, share your happiness with other people. But really focusing on self, focusing on love. Have an amazing week. I will see you same time here on A1R Psychic Radio this time next week. Lots of love. Bye.